What's up guys, CJ here, and welcome back to another all-new Hybrid Network News Flash. Godzilla King of the Monsters hits theaters this May, and it'll bring the titular King of the Monsters back to the big screen for the first time since Godzilla in 2014, but it'll also mark the introduction of 3 major Toho kaiju in a Western-produced Godzilla film for the first time ever: King Ghidorah, Mothra, and of course, Rodan. But it might also introduce another Toho creation, one of the fiercest foes that Godzilla has ever faced, and in fact, a creature that very nearly took the king down: Destroya. Rumors about Destroya appearing in the movie have circulated since August of 2017, nearly a year and a half ago during production on Godzilla King of the Monsters. In the middle of that month, the director of King of the Monsters, Mike Dougherty, took to Twitter to post a picture with an interesting caption. It said Day 41 at Godzilla Movie, the official Twitter handle for the film, and the picture was really what caught people's eyes. That's because the image featured none other than the iconic Oxygen Destroyer from the original Godzilla 1954 film. In the film, the Oxygen Destroyer, created by a Dr. Serizawa, was the device that actually brought the original Godzilla down. You see, the device, the bomb, the weapon, actually destroys all oxygen atoms in the surrounding area, causing any creatures to die of asphyxiation. Serizawa actually made sure that he died with the device so that no one else could discover it and how it worked, basically believing that a weapon of that magnitude could never be used again. But the use of the device one time had devastating effects, as we saw in 1995's Godzilla vs. Destroya, the film where Destroya appeared and also died. You see, Destroya is actually a creature made up of thousands and thousands, millions even, of microorganisms that were mutated by the Oxygen Destroyer's first usage in 1954. These microscopic creatures from the Precambrian era had survived in Tokyo Bay, but when the Oxygen Destroyer was detonated for the first time, they mutated for 40 years, ultimately becoming creatures that could combine to become Destroya in his multiple forms, but ultimately his massive final form, which was able to even withstand Godzilla at his most powerful levels, until he ultimately was brought down with a little help from the Japanese SDF. Dougherty posting the picture of the Oxygen Destroyer sent fans into a frenzy for that reason, that it might have hinted at the appearance of Destroya, or at least setting up for Destroya at some point down the line if the Oxygen Destroyer was going to be used against Godzilla in this movie like it was in the 1954 film. But we hadn't had any new information about what it could mean until now. That's because just a few days ago, Dougherty sat down for an interview with Japanese outlet Cinema Today and discussed things from Mothra's role in the film, which we'll probably talk about at a later date in a different video, to the Oxygen Destroyer and its role in the movie. These quotes come to us directly from the article itself by way of Gormaru. I'm on a Facebook page which translated the interview. Special shout out to them. Go give them a like on Facebook. But the quotes say, and I quote, "During the filming of the movie, Michael Dougherty had shared on Twitter an image of the fictional scientific weapon, the Oxygen Destroyer, which first appeared in the original 1954 Godzilla film Godzilla. Dougherty admits that the weapon, which became the deciding factor in destroying the original Godzilla by destroying all oxygen within its surroundings, appears within the film. It appears as an important key item to the story. This is not a cameo," he confirms. Of course, there will also be other weapons created by humanity that will be shown. So the big news there is that it's going to be an important part of the story, not just a cameo in this film. And while that raises more questions than answers, there are a couple of things that we could theorize or predict based on this information. First and foremost, for the Oxygen Destroyer to have a major role in this film, and it not just to be a cameo, that to me tells me that it's a weapon that is going to be used. It's not just going to be a plot point or a MacGuffin. It might actually be used against Godzilla like it was in the original 1954 film, and a callback to that movie and that role. Obviously, we see that Godzilla survives to the end of the movie to be fighting King Ghidorah in that final battle, so maybe he doesn't actually die this time from it. Who knows exactly? It could be used against King Ghidorah or Mothra or Rodan or any number of those creatures, but it kind of makes sense that it would be used against Godzilla, kind of in a callback, like I said, to the device's origin. And if it is used, whether against Godzilla or against somebody else, that could directly hint at Destroya being a part of either Godzilla vs. Kong or potentially a Godzilla 3 if Warner Brothers and Legendary want to do that at some point down the line. Let us know in the comment section down below what you make of this. Do you hope to see the Oxygen Destroyer used, and who do you think it's going to be used against? Is it going to be against Godzilla or against King Ghidorah or someone else? And do you think this sets up for Destroya at some point down the line? Let us know in the comment section down below. That's going to do it for me here, though. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that like if you like what you saw, subscribe for more great content every single day, and consider turning on your notifications to be alerted every time we upload a new video.